Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to explain why transformers are the core technology behind every major AI advancement today. I have seen countless developers try to build language models using older tools only to hit a brick wall of performance bottlenecks. And you know why this matters? Because without transformers, the breakthroughs we see in ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini simply would not be possible at this scale. Let us dive into why this specific architecture changed the landscape of machine learning forever. These are the topics we are going to cover in this video. Specifically, we will look at the performance walls hit by older models, how the attention mechanism bypasses them, and how to implement this in a real project. So do not skip ahead, watch all the way through to actually understand this properly. Quick note, this channel shares practical IT tutorials every week. So if that is useful to you, hit subscribe and join our WhatsApp community linked in the description for more resources. So what is the real problem with the old way of doing things? Before transformers, we relied on recurrent neural networks or RNNs. These models read sentences like a human reads a book one word at a time from left to right. This is incredibly slow because you cannot start processing word 5 until you have finished processing word 4. Furthermore, they struggle with long-term memory. If you have a paragraph with 50 words, by the time the model reaches the end, it has effectively forgotten the context of the first few words. This is exactly why we needed a new approach. So what is a transformer really? Think of it like a global team of researchers working on a document. An RNN is like one person reading the document linearly. A transformer is like a group of 1,000 researchers who all have access to the entire document at the exact same time. They can look at every single word simultaneously and ask, how does this word relate to every other word in this sentence? This ability to look at everything at once is called self-attention, and it is the secret sauce that makes modern AI so powerful. Before we start writing code, you need to ensure your environment is ready. First, you need Ubuntu 22.04, LTS or Windows 11. You will need administrative or sudo access to install libraries. Verify that Python 3.10 or newer is installed by running the version command in your terminal. Ensure your terminal is open and ready. If you are missing these, pause here and set them up because we are moving straight into the implementation. Let us look at how this works internally. The data enters through an input embedding, which converts words into numbers. Then, it passes through the multi-head attention layer. This is where the magic happens. The model determines which words are relevant to others. Finally, it passes through a feed-forward network to refine these relationships before generating the output probabilities for the next word. It is a linear, efficient pipeline. Now let us move to the configuration. We will use the standard Python package manager to install the core libraries. We need PyTorch for the heavy lifting and the transformers library from Hugging Face for the pre-built models. Once installed, we run a quick check to ensure the library is correctly recognized by your system. This verify step is crucial because it confirms your GPU drivers or CPU environment are correctly linked to PyTorch. This is exactly what you should see. If you see a version number, your installation is successful. If you see an error, check your Python environment path. Now that we have the environment, let us see the core concept in action. Here, we initialize a pre-trained sentiment analysis pipeline. We feed a string into the classifier and let the transformer do the work. Notice how we do not need to train anything here. The transformer has already learned the relationships between words during its initial training phase. And here is the result. The model correctly identified the sentiment with over 99% confidence. This is the power of the attention mechanism. In a production environment, you rarely use the high-level pipeline. Instead, you use the tokenizer and the model classes separately. This gives you fine-grained control over the input tensors. Here, we load the BERT-based model, tokenize our input, and pass it through the model. We are printing the shape of the hidden state, which is how you monitor performance and memory usage in a real application. This output confirms our tensor has one batch, 5 tokens, and 768 dimensions. This is exactly what you need to track when debugging model latency. Now, let us discuss a common mistake. If you try to run large models on a GPU with insufficient VRAM, you will hit an out-of-memory error. This happens because the attention mechanism creates a massive matrix that grows quadratically with the sequence length. Right? It is not safe to ignore this. The fix is simple. You must truncate your input sequences to a smaller length and lower your batch size. If your GPU is still struggling, you can move the computation back to your CPU. It will be slower, but it will prevent the crash. Let us talk about a real scenario. An e-commerce platform serving 5 million daily searches was struggling to understand user intent with traditional keyword matching. They implemented a transformer-based search model. By using the attention mechanism to understand the context of queries, they improved search accuracy by 40%. The result was a 12% increase in conversion rates simply because users could actually find what they were looking for. So when should you use this? Use transformers when you need deep context or long-range understanding in complex data like text or images. Use them when you have access to sufficient compute resources. Do not use them for simple tabular data where basic models are faster and cheaper. Also, avoid them for low latency edge applications unless you have specialized hardware, as the computational overhead is significant. Use these criteria to decide if this tool is right for your situation. To recap, we covered why transformers are necessary, because they replace slow sequential processing with parallel attention mechanisms. We learned that self-attention allows the model to maintain long-range context efficiently. We explored the production-ready code for tokenization and model inference. We looked at how to handle memory errors by adjusting batch sizes. And we discussed how to decide if a transformer is the right tool for your specific project. These are the pillars of working with modern machine learning architectures. If you found this video helpful and you think it can help others in the community too, please do like and hype the video. It helps more people find this content. Hit subscribe to stay updated for our regular videos. Join our WhatsApp community using the link in the description, where we share more practical IT resources every week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.